Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. These are going to be March 2021 love messages for my dearest Libras. Libras, this can be for you if you're single, if you're in separation, or if you're in union. Now, before I get started, I'm just going to ask that you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, take a moment to check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance. Now, also feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell if you guys want to get updates whenever I'm uploading anything new. So, Libras, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages, love messages that my Libras need to hear regarding love and romance. Messages for my dearest Libras regarding love and romance for March 2021. Love and romance messages, please, for my dearest Libras for March 2021. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, your energy. The Moon. Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. The Five of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Overall energy, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, Libra, so some of you guys have fire in your chart, or you may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag. But with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is a card of yes, but not right now. And what I'm seeing is that some of you are in separation from your person, okay, with the Four of Wands, or you guys have experienced some sort of breakup or separation or lack of stability in your love situation. The Ace of Wands tells me that you may feel as if the passion has burned out, the fire has burned out. You might be feeling exhausted. You might be feeling like you don't have any way, you don't know which way to go. Now, the Two of Wands in reverse tells me this definitely feels like a major setback for you guys. Something that you were planning, something that you were waiting for. Now, for some of you, your person may be at a distance and you feel as if, you know, it could be travel restrictions or it could be something came up that you guys aren't quite able to come together, okay? And with the World card, that's confirming that. Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Taurus, or a Leo, but it does show me that some difficult cycle is coming to an end very successfully, okay? And the Nine of Wands, but I feel as if my Libras out there, you guys have been left feeling a little bit drained. And I feel as if what you were trying to manifest hasn't come to fruition, something that you were very much so invested in. Okay, but what's beautiful is you guys are coming out as the Queen of Swords in the upright. And when she's in the upright, she's not anchored in the shadow energy. She's recognizing that there are difficulties that are part of her story, but also make up who she is. And with this bird flying high above Libra, I see that she's getting a higher perspective. What I'm seeing here is some of you guys, might have been writing a message to somebody and you deleted it because you realized that it was like a toxic sort of reaction, and you deleted it with just like a message like okay. And it's like this very mature approach, Libra, that I'm seeing to a breakup or to a separation or a past hurt or disappointment. You know, I see you taking a very logical and authentic approach as well, because you've definitely grown and you've learned and you've matured through this experience, or you're looking back at your experiences in this particular situation or in love and relationships with a sense of maturity and calm and logic as well, and just seeing things from a much higher perspective. Now, many of my Libras, you guys are also learning part of the spiritual lesson here is learning to detach from those disempowering thoughts, not just sweeping them under the rug, but really leaning into these feelings and any of your negative reactions, naming them, leaning into them, and then detaching from them. And I think this is a wonderful energy for you to be in, because this is my Libras out there really doing the work. Okay, some of my Libras may find themselves single. Some of them may be in relationships, but just really doing this sort of review as to what you've learned and looking to see how far you've come. Now, in your surroundings, I see that there's the moon. And this is interesting because I do feel as if some of you guys are currently in a connection, and there's an element of depth to this connection. And, you know, and I feel like you're surveying your history, your past, either with this person or in love and relationships. And I love this energy because she's not smug, but she's intelligent, she's wise, and there's a sense of peace coming off of this card. For some of you, those of you who are in separation, there's a lot of confusion around this situation, or you're just trying to suss out to figure out what is it, how is it that you truly feel, but the approach that you're taking is amazing. You guys are recognizing that you might be going through a difficult period. Some of you guys are also, especially those of you who are empaths, and almost all of you watching are, that there's a lot of static in the collective airways right now. And you guys are recognizing that, you know, not all of these emotions and not all of these feelings are yours. You know, you may be picking up on your partner, you may be picking up on the people in your soul tribe and the collective. But what's beautiful is I love how she's really taking a logical approach to something that feels illogical. You know, the moon energy can be a big element of romance, of not seeing things clearly. But I love the depth. You know, she's going to the watery depths here. And there's something that is confusing, that feels heavy, but you're staying your course, you're staying balanced, and you're really taking the high road, but the mature road, and seeing things from a much higher perspective, even if there's something here that you can't quite suss out yet. If there's confusion, there's illusion around this current situation. Now, what's holding you back, but I feel like the Queen of Swords, she's recognizing this. She's understanding what's been holding her back. And it's this Five of Cups. And that's why she's sitting in this energy, very contemplative, very pensive. She's sitting in this energy because she knows there's a heartbreak, or there's a sadness, or there's disappointment, or there's a repeating pattern, okay, of, you know, that something having to do with this instability or this breakup here with the Four of Wands. There's a sadness that she's carrying around with her that I feel like she's ready to purge, but it's like she's in the throes of, no, it doesn't feel like a dark night of the soul, but doing that heavy shadow work, leaning into her emotions and understanding that she needs to get a higher perspective in order to change either recurring patterns in her current relationship, or there might have been a history here of attracting the same kind of toxic person or relationship, and recognizing that part of that is what she's attracting, like what is her point of attraction, and knowing that she needs to change her perspective and look at love or look at relationships through more loving eyes, and purge some of her own, you know, some of her own sadness and disappointment that may be attracting the same type of partner over and over again, or the same situation if you're in a connection. So what I'm seeing here is the Ace of Pentacles. There is an energy here with this Four of Wands for some of you that there was I feel like there could have been a marriage. It could be a partnership. For some of you, it may have been sort of a hasty marriage is what I'm getting, but not for all of you. That there was something here that feels like it could have been great. And there's an element of regret around that because things weren't able to take root. And I think that the reason things weren't able to take root because you and your person, or you and this person, either weren't on the same page or had unrealistic expectations. There was an element of fantasy and illusion about who this person was or what you guys wanted. And I love that because she's seeing that. She's seeing these things very clearly. There is sadness and heartbreak that's holding her back. Okay, but she's seeing what she needs to purge. And what Spirit is saying is that there is a new beginning. There is stability coming as a result of this shadow work that she's doing. And it could be with this same person, and it could be just sort of healing a connection, or, you know, moving away from sort of toxic patterns or a karmic loop that you guys might be on. Or it's recovering from whatever this breakup or this instability in love and relationships is, and getting really, really clear on it. The Knight of Swords is that clarity, is that truth, seeing things for what they truly are. And now the path forward to stability and a new beginning and something that's really exciting and new and healthy is very clear. That path forward is very, very clear. Now, some of you guys, this is telling me that you will be getting communication. Now, it may be some of you, if you're looking for reconciliation, really looking and seeing, okay, seeing through illusions, seeing through confusion, not looking at it through, you know, from a lens of heartbreak or victimization, but really finding solutions. And you may be receiving a message, or if you're the Queen of Swords here, you are, you know, thinking about the right words to say, and they're coming to you. For others of you, you're moving on from this instability or this breakup, and you're in direct alignment with a new beginning that's going to bring you stability. Some of you, you may have even met this new person, okay? But you recognize that there's still some of the sadness that you're carrying around from your past that needs to be purged, and you're doing that. What's beautiful about the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is, you know, for some of you, you're recognizing that this breakup, that this person or you, this was a situation that no longer is leading towards stability, towards commitment. You know, either you don't want to put in the work, or you realize that the person just isn't on the same page or available to give you what you want or what you need. Okay, but for many of you guys, you're leaving this past situation in the past. You're healing, you're doing the shadow work, and you're moving full force ahead to something absolutely new and something different. And I know that you hear this a lot, but there's that famous saying, and I believe it's Einstein who says, you know, if you want different results, you have to change your actions. And that's the definition of insanity, right? If you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you expect different results, that's crazy. This is the realization that the energy I'm picking up on with my Libras. The Knight of Pentacles is getting off his horse. He's doing things differently. He's changing a pattern, a paradigm, some sort of programming within that has to do with love and relationships, so that different, healthier, happier, more stable results are achieved. I know this is kind of a heady reading, Libra, but there is an element of romance around you with this Moon card. Now, the signs that I'm seeing here very clearly are Cancer and Pisces, but we have a little bit of everything. And I love that because, you know, we have water, we have air, we have fire, and we have earth. So this is telling me here that you guys are really coming into alignment, using all of your resources to find balance. And it's just this beautiful leveling up when it comes to love and relationships. And the Queen of Swords is somebody, you know, she's been through a lot, but she's also transmuting those negative experiences into something truly positive. She's also recognizing with this Ace of Wands why certain things didn't work out, and not blaming the other person or herself, saying, you know what, the person was right, but the timing was off. There was an important lesson to learn, and absolutely, Libra, you are learning it. So let's go ahead and see what other messages come through for my dear Libras. All right, so look at that, beautiful. So this is destiny. Okay, some of you guys are realizing that this Four of Wands in your past, this is 1111, this is a marriage, it was a relationship. There was something that didn't work out the way that you anticipated. But doing the work that I've been talking about here, this is putting you into the flow. This is aligning you, and very quickly, with this Knight of Swords and this Ace of Pentacles, with your destiny, and with somebody who is truly aligned with you, somebody who is on the same page. For some of you, it doesn't mean you're leaving your current connection, but you're healing this instability because you know that something here needs to change or needs to give. Yeah, and there's a decision being made. There's a decision being made in the effort, in the movement, in the direction of stability. Now, somebody here, it could be something very simple as you or your partner weren't spending enough time together. You weren't putting the time and the energy into the relationship. You may have been working, or you may have been giving too much time to a hobby or to friends or something like that, and the relationship was lacking stability. I see you guys really making a choice here, and it's going to pay off in huge ways. For others of you, you're making a choice. Okay, you're making a choice about changing your behaviors and your point of attraction to call in your destiny. All right, look at that, Temperance energy. So we have Sagittarius energy coming out very strong here. There's something here that was out of balance. There's healing that needs to take place. There's patience that's needed. With this Knight of Pentacles, some of my Libras, you could be starting to feel a little bit impatient because I feel like you've been through a lot of similar situations, or there's an energy of frustration of not being able to change. And if you're in that energy, Spirit's saying, don't worry, something is about to give. There's a major breakthrough here. Your prayers have been answered. Things will be changing, will be moving in your favor. Okay, but we do get the Ace of Wands in reverse again, recognizing, okay, that yes, there's something very powerful here, but there's work to be done before it can come to fruition. Okay, overall energy, this is your energy. Look at that. We get number 11. So this is you guys in this energy of the Queen of Swords, detaching from the pain, the heartbreak, the sadness, the disappointment, no longer putting blame on your past experiences or other people. And really, it's like this mature approach, and it's not blaming yourself either, but you're really, what you've been doing, this mold, this cutout, what you've been doing for so long, you're realizing is no longer working. And you're changing that. You're detaching. You're focusing on love and on peace and stability, coming into alignment. And that is really, really putting you on the path to happiness here. Okay, so for some of you guys, it's about, you're going through a major transition. You've experienced some sort of loss when it comes to a relationship, something that, could be a long-term marriage, or it could have been something that you just had really high hopes for. For some of you, it was kind of like a hasty marriage, something that you really, truly believed in. But Spirit is saying that things absolutely are changing. You are putting and aligning yourself with a new beginning that's stable. But you do have to be patient, and you need to keep doing the work that you're doing, Libra. All right, so we'll see what the romance angels have to say. Pay attention to the red flags. Absolutely. And these red flags is for me, it's not about knocking you down. It's not about it's about really recognizing. Some of you may have ignored the red flags with this person because, again, there may have been illusion around the situation. It may have been something that you wanted so bad, but you were willing to overlook certain behaviors and bad behaviors. And you realize that that isn't going to bring you stability in the long run. And again, this is you breaking through those patterns, Libra. Okay, and then we get release your ex. Beautiful. So many of you guys, you are releasing this Four of Wands, and you're doing the healing work. And some of you guys, this may have been like what you considered or you thought was your twin. For some of you, it may have been your twin. If you guys believe in twin flames and you're on a twin flame journey, you know that not all twin flames are meant to be life partners. They're meant to teach us major lessons, and I feel like there's a lesson here unfolding in a really big way for you guys. The Queen of Swords, she is releasing her ex. She's seeing what doesn't work for her any longer, and she's doing something different. It might feel weird, it might be difficult, it might be frustrating, but it's going to pay off, okay? So let's go ahead and see what additional messages come through for my dear Libras. I know this is a much more sort of cerebral message for you guys, but I have to give you the messages that are coming through. Addiction. An addiction is affecting this relationship. So we see that with red flags. So I keep getting this message, and they keep showing me an oracle card from another deck, the Heal Yourself deck, and it's called Home. Some of you guys, this Queen of Swords, some of you guys have experienced in your home, there was a parent who may have had an addiction, whether that was drugs or alcohol, spending, hoarding, whatever it might be. And some of you are realizing that the partners or the partner that you've attracted or the partners that you've attracted is your way of recreating that paradigm for yourself, where you're either ignored, or you're rejected, or you're in a situation where you're not receiving the love that you truly deserve. And it may go back to healing some inner child issues. It may go back to you creating either the relationship that your parents had together or a relationship that you had with one of your parents. Okay, and an addiction is affecting this relationship. So what I'm saying here, some of you guys may have had an alcoholic parent, for example, and whether they were abusive or whether they were absent. And it doesn't necessarily mean they have to be alcoholic, or they were, but it's just my example here. And you keep attracting people that really, you just keep recreating that scenario for yourself in your adult life. And what I'm seeing here with the awakening card is that you're awakening to this pattern and you're changing it. And it's not easy, but you're like, I don't, you're realizing that whatever this Four of Wands is, if it's a specific relationship or it was a recurring pattern for you, that it's no longer working for you. And you're up leveling here. And you're changing your point of attraction. That, you know what, and it doesn't mean that you love your parents less, or, that situation or that person less. But what you're realizing is that it doesn't work for you. It's not in alignment with who you are, and it's not going to bring you happiness. And Libra, this is a powerful lesson, and this is a lesson that is not for the weak. Okay, so you guys are doing some really heavy lifting when it comes to your spirituality, and recognizing what it is you want, coming into alignment with a higher truth so that you attract an adequate partner, somebody who's loving, somebody who's giving, somebody who wants the same things as you and gives you the love that you deserve, and somebody who builds you up, not somebody who breaks you down. Okay? Now we see great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Yes. So I love how Spirit comes through for us here, just solidifying the messages here in this reading. My Libras, you guys are coming into, you guys are shifting your frequency in a big way, and it hurts. Today, if you guys check out my Instagram on the day that I'm doing this reading, the oracle card that came out was Owl Spirit. And it is exactly that message, you guys. And I love how there's this dove showing up twice. Look at that. So some of you guys, this might be an important sign, but it is just sort of a reminder that you're going for peace here. Peace is your objective. I love this. And you know what I see this person, this great teacher, this is about releasing that what's been holding you back from happiness and love. And it's like, now your point of attraction has changed. And so now it's bringing in something healthy, stable, something for the long run. This is a major shift, and it absolutely has not been easy, Libra. Okay. Let's see, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Absolutely. That Queen of Swords energy, Libra, you guys are going within. And we see that also with the moon, the depth here, looking at, what's going on. Where is your point of attraction? Healing it. All right. And we get wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So again, there's that element of patience coming through. And then we see freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So realizing that you're only stuck when you think you are, Libra. And many of you guys, you're breaking free. And we see that. We see this person detaching, breaking free from her past, breaking free from past patterns, breaking free from addictions for some of you, breaking free from an old paradigm that no longer works for you, so that you can really, truly call in healthier, much more aligned experiences in your love and relationships. Okay, so I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you found clarity and guidance in these messages. Take care.